Hello, people. I don't know if anyone's going to turn up, but I'm just going to do this live anyway because it really helps save my time doing editing, believe it or not. It's just these silly little YouTube technical things that I don't want to discuss right now. So this is a very juicy topic. It's a topic that a lot of women have been asking me, and a lot of the time, clients who fall into a lot of these mistakes want to know what is the antidote, how to discipline themselves from wanting to give so much of themselves, whether it be information, whether it be love and affection, whether it be anything. Now, I want to just make a caveat right off the bat. Of course, this is for married couples. I do not, really entertain you doing stuff that is haram. So just keep this between you and your husband. And if you're not married, you need to be very cautious how you use these, okay? This will, of course, help you and, prevent you from doing too many things that are wrong, because it's going to help you reel back and not give too much of yourself. The whole point is not to let a man have too much access to you if you are not married, and not to let him, of course, win your heart, win you over, have you, completely won, so that he can use, abuse, manipulate, and get whatever he wants out of you, and then discard you like a piece of used trash. So this is something you need to take care of. As you can see, this is not my hair, but it is quite cute. We do cosplay in this house. Anyway, about feminine mystery. What is feminine mystery and how can you do it? Basically, it means reeling back your emotions, reeling back your feelings, reeling back your attention, and the amount of information that you are giving to this person that you are interested in, or to this person that you are married to. Now, I know that it's hard after 40 years of marriage because he's pretty much seen everything. But there's always a way to recaptivate him. There's always a way to recapture that attention and that adoration that he once had for you. It's not gone and lost forever. You need to basically build up these skills within your arsenal to be able to be the kind of woman that can hold his attention and his attraction once again, even if you've lost it for like 10 or 20 years. It's never too late. So long as you're married, so long as you're together, so long as, he still loves you and wants to keep the family together, or even if not, because I know that this has worked on exes. So, hey, it's about the mental, it's about the psychological, it's about how you can get a man, your husband, or your husband-to-be, to be completely captivated by you to the point where he wants to know more and he never gets bored of you. The biggest problem today, especially with the attention deficit that we have in this world right now, in this day and age, is attention, distraction. We cannot hold our own attentions for something important when we have our own goals and our own daily plans set up. I mean, there's bombardments from every angle to your husband, to him from the media, to him from the TV, from YouTube, from videos, from WhatsApp, from all angles you can imagine, from his workplace, whether that be physical or digital. He's being bombarded. You need to have something else that is special about you that is going to help captivate him and keep him interested in the long term, so that he does not run off with the secretary, or he does not do silly things, which could be avoided if you had certain skills that, of course, none of us were ever taught growing up. We were never taught this. But if you've been reading books on attraction, the laws of psychology, male and female dynamics, you will understand how these things work and what it is that makes someone charismatic, what it is that makes someone attractive, what things, what skills, what talents, what qualities makes a woman a prize catch, but not just for the short term, like, oh, she's beautiful, or oh, she's talented, or oh, she's intelligent, and then get bored after that and then move on to the next thing. Of course, at the end of the day, no matter how mysterious and special and beautiful and amazing you are, you may not always be able to keep the attention of your husband. You just have to understand that you are working against, it's a fool's errand, because Allah has created them to be polygamous and not to have the loyalty that women have. Okay? So I want you to remember that. However, There are things that we can do on our part to maximize our, our attraction level, or whatever it is that we can do to make our husbands seek us and only want to be with us, and not to get bored or feel dissatisfied or feel any shred or ounce of discontent. Okay, so the first thing is that you can do is to talk less. Okay, so basically reel back wanting to blabber about everything, but how your day went. Of course, you can share certain things with him, and give him a bit of a sneak peek into how your day went or whatever it is. But to just blabber on and on and on, it honestly gives most men a headache, and they don't really care. I am so sorry to break your hearts, ladies, but honestly, he doesn't really care. He just cares about, is he going to get fed today? Is he going to meet you in a good mood? And is he going to get some nookie? That is all he cares about. Okay? It's about how you make him feel. That is it. Now, you can make him feel excitement and enchantment by being mysterious. Number 2, what is it? Sometimes don't speak at all. So silence really is golden. I want you to think about this. As Indians, as Asians, we love gold, but we don't seem to grasp that one of the most golden things is silence. Silence makes you appear deep. It makes you appear mysterious. It makes you appear that you have layers, because every single person and their dog on planet Earth wants to air their opinion. They want to be known. They want to share what's on their mind. They want to open their mouths and blabber out like word vomit every single thing that's inside of them and share that with the whole world. Trust me, you've seen Facebook. It's just a mess. Okay, people want to share every small little detail about their lives. People don't really care. They don't. Everyone's got details to share. Nobody cares about yours. Now, if it's your husband, I know that you're going to be feeling like, I need to share every little detail with him because my husband. Wrong. Okay, that is going to kill the majesty. That is going to kill the magnificence and the mystery of your allure very early. The second thing is, don't be too available all the time. Yes, now we know that we've been coached, to obey our husbands and to be submissive and to answer their every need and every call and whatnot. But at the same time, reel back a little bit elusive. Okay, don't just be like out there open on a golden platter so he can come and get. It's not going to do much for him in the long term. It's going to get really bored. The second thing is never chase, which of course I mentioned in plenty of my videos. Please do check those videos out. In the scrolling bar below, you're going to see lots of videos on that topic. Now, of course, as women, we talk too much, so you want to be quiet. I'm not going to hop on about that. Number 3, don't spill all of your plans, your history, your mental illness, your bowel movements, your period cycles before you're married. I mean, even after you're married, you should not even know these things. Try and keep it discreet. Try and be, practice elusiveness and practice discretion. This is going to help you be more magical. It is going to help you be more magical. If you don't believe me, try it. But I find it extremely repulsive when a woman comes up to a man and starts just in the first conversation, maybe even the first time she meets him for marriage or, whatever it is, she basically blurts out everything. And that causes a lot of negativity and repulsiveness, and it's very polarizing. The guy just doesn't want to hear much from her. I mean, he'll use her, but he doesn't really want to know much because she's very, very, there's nothing to chase. There's no mystery left. So you want to save that. Number 4 is the art of being unpredictable. Now, there's 2 ways of being unpredictable. The first way of being unpredictable is the crazy, nuts, psychopath way of being unpredictable, where, 1 minute you're angry, and the next minute you're happy, and then your moods are swinging like crazy, and you're unstable. Okay, that is unpredictable, but that's a crazy unpredictable, and you don't want to do that. Now, if you have medical issues, if you have certain problems with your hormones and with your moods and with your whatever it is that is making you imbalanced, you need to seek help, whether it's medical, physical, or psychological, whatever it is, and you need to sort that out, because that is going to do you a disservice in the long term when you're actually trying to, you know, when you're in the wooing phase or in the phase where the guy is trying to know you for marriage or whatever it is, it's going to put him off. It's going to make you look nuts. So the second way that you can appear really unstable in a, really unpredictable in a crazy way is, for example, chasing, and I keep mentioning this. And the second thing is also turning up at his house unannounced. Firstly, stalking him, okay? Look, we all are guilty of stalking to some degree online, or peeping and checking out what people are doing. Everyone's guilty of this is granted. However, I want you to resist the temptation to go to his house and also make the call or text him. This kind of initiation is not a woman's place. I know it's going to be like, oh, you're so old-fashioned. Okay, darlings, if you want to be disrespected by a man, do whatever you want and call me old-fashioned. I really don't care. The results speak for themselves. The second way to be unpredictable is to, surprise him with nice outfits. Surprise him with, for example, if you're feeling down and if you're feeling sick, to, try and put on some makeup, put on some perfume, and then just appear happy throughout the house. It's unpredictable. He expected you to be out in bed all day, and you turn up in your, in a nice form. And of course, if you're feeling sick, feel sick. There's nothing wrong with that. I'm saying if you can appear unpredictable, okay? And I just made one of the mystery mistakes over there, which is speaking too fast. If you want to appear mysterious, you need to speak slower. It is more captivating. It is more enchanting. I am guilty of this faux pas. Sometimes I speak really fast because I try to cut down the length of the video. But if you want to appear more mysterious, you have to speak slowly and softly, okay? Right now, I'm not trying to be mysterious to anyone. I am literally just giving you information, so I'm not going to do that. Now, the other thing is the way to be unpredictable is to appear or be paradoxical. Now, what is a paradox? It's an opposite, okay? For example, be extremely wise and deep, but also to appear to be childlike, okay? For example, I can be like, a nerd, a complete nerd, but at the same time, I can climb the tree with my kids, okay? So you've got to have this mix of paradoxes, and it's unexpected, and it's thrilling, and everyone's captivated by this. My mother is captivated, the dog is captivated, the pet rabbit and cats are captivated, the neighbors are captivated, my kids are captivated. It is by nature captivating. So I want you to try and embody this. And then the other thing is, to be sweet and innocent, and all of a sudden say something really savage and deep that no one was expecting, okay? That will make them go, whoa, okay? So this is an art. This is just a tip of the iceberg that I'm explaining in this video, but I have to, and I think I will, inshallah, in the future, make a course about this because it's an art form. Many people don't know how to behave around people. They don't know the art of charisma. They don't know the art of mystery and how to hold people's attention. Anyone can benefit from this, by the way, even if you're a teacher in class trying to keep your kids focused on your lesson. These things will help you. It's sort of uniform. It's sort of, universal laws here that I'm mentioning. It's not just for a man. And I would suggest that you use this in every form and, area of life. It really will work wonders and help you gain higher esteem and gain the esteem of other people. Right, number 5 is something simple. It is hiding your personal care products in your home. Like, don't leave your underage lying everywhere, or your shaving stuff, or your waxing stuff, or your tweezing stuff just lying everywhere. It just makes it look a bit careless and a bit tacky. So be careful of that. The other thing is, don't be the dancing monkey. Okay, you have to understand that you are a queen, and if you're not a queen and you don't believe that you're a queen, then you need to keep watching this channel. But honestly, just keep watching this channel. Hopefully you'll get there, okay? But this is something that I'm hoping to develop by you watching this channel, okay? Don't be the dancing monkey where you feel like you need to sing and play the violin and harp and do everything for him to entertain him and for his entertainment and amusement. You are not there to offer this almost blah, 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 conversation to keep him on his toes. You need to reel that back and allow him to entertain you, because that is what the date is for. It's an audition for him to impress you. If you have any doubts about that, then honestly, keep watching this channel, because I hope to change your mind. You need to really understand and value yourself more than that, okay? You are not his clown. You can be his companion, you can be his muse, you can be his inspiration, his support. You can be all of the most beautiful things that the Sahabiyat were to Prophet ﷺ. You can be all the amazing things that someone can be for him, and to support him and to make him feel great. However, you do not become the clown and, of course, his asswipe. Okay, that is like being a maid and a nurturer all in one, where he just totally disregards you and takes you for granted. And there's this thing in the Sunnah called zihar, where he basically says, you're like the back of my mother. You don't want to get to that point, okay? So be mysterious also around the house, even though you are allowed to. There's no aura between husband and wife. Just still wear some clothing that is not revealing everything, because if he sees everything all the time, he's going to get bored of that. So wear things that are mysterious and don't show too much. Don't give too much away. Leave things to the imagination, okay? The other thing is, number 8, don't gush. Don't be like a lovesick puppy, like, I love you so much. Oh my God, I just adore you. I worship the ground you walk on. Oh my God. Okay, you need to not do that, because once he knows that he has you in that way, number one, it lessens his respect for you. Whether you appreciate this or understand this or get this or don't get this, it's a psychological thing. And no, he's not going to admit this to you. So don't bother going to ask him and, wrangle his brain and try and get this information out. Men will not admit this, okay? But I have studied this and done enough surveys to understand and to know. And you can watch other channels as well. They all concur that you do not gush. Okay, if you want to keep that mystery and that power, essentially, that captivating power, you have to be very discreet about your feelings. You can say I love you, you can reply, sometimes say it out of the blue randomly, but very rarely. And don't be like an open book. Now many people are like, oh, I'm an open book. Look, I went through that phase, but it does not serve you. Okay. Okay, so yes, he has to be able to trust you, but at the same time, you need to be able to keep his attention and his captivation on you, not on other women, or not on other things that are distracting him all the time. So you want to keep things exciting and new and fresh. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that I just want to mention before I switch off this live stream. Number 1, in a way, what is captivating is to be controversial in some way. Not agree with everything he says, like, yes, sir, 3 bags full, whatever it is. Number 2 is be different from the norm. Be a bit subversive and slightly rebellious. This will pique his interest and keep him guessing about why you have this streak in you. He'll want to tame you, because men are about the conquest and they're about the challenge, and they don't want a yes sir, 3 bags full kind of woman, okay? Even though they say that they do, but they don't. The third thing is paradoxical. Have the paradoxes, which I mentioned in the beginning of this video. 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 is be secretive and private. Now, there's a difference between secretive and private. Secretive is like, oh, keeping secrets away from you. It will lose trust. Don't do that. You want to be private, however. You want to be like very reserved in some cases. Not in every case now. You want to appear fun at the same time, but don't always let it seem like you're letting yourself go, okay? Then number 5 is be selective in your love and friendships. Don't let everyone feel like you are a free-for-all. Like anyone can enter into your circle and into your heart, into your mind, and you're so cheap and doors always open. Yes, you can be generous in many ways, but at the same time, be very selective. That is a paradox in itself, okay? With who you love and how you give your love to your relatives and your friendships. You don't just dish it out to everyone, because it's precious. It's a precious resource, and it is a finite resource that will run out. So you need to choose very carefully who you give the energy to. The last one is hide your cards. Don't always be an open book. As I said, that will kill the attraction. Anyway, so the opposite of being mysterious is being obvious, being plain to see, and being an open book. You want to reel back on that, and hopefully you'll keep the intention of your man for years and years and years to come. Happy marriages and happy love to you all. Assalamu alaikum.